Okay, this is how the oil injection system works on the Kawasaki jet ski. It's going to have a tank that you put oil in. There's a wire that's going to go to the dash, and when it gets low, if it's working right, it should let you know. The oil light should light up. So there's a hose that goes from the tank, goes down to the pump, sits on the front of the engine, and then it spins. As the crankshaft spins, that pumps the oil. The oil goes to a smaller hose, and in this case it goes to the front of the intake manifold, but wherever that hose goes, you just follow it. Now, a lot of people like to block it off, and they pre-mix, so they mix their gas and oil before they put it in the jet ski. And so you can get a block off plate, and you remove those two nuts, and you got to remove the studs, and then you put a flat little plate. But you also need to remember to cap off your intake manifold, otherwise you're going to have an air leak. So here's kind of the parts that are outside of a ski. This is off a 650, but you want to cap this off. You don't want that leaking. This is the bolt that holds the flywheel onto the crankshaft. What that does is, as the crank's spinning, turns the oil pump. So people that pre-mix pull this off, get the tank out of there, cap off that fitting. Another way that you could do, if you're in a hurry or something, is just take a grinder. This is metal. You can grind this flat so that's not spinning. The problem, if you just unhook the tank and go pre-mix, is this: if it's not getting oil, it could seize, and when it seizes, it can rip a hole. In extreme cases, rip a hole in front of your stator cover. So you don't want to do that. The kits, you can get them on eBay or any of the reputable jet ski places. Watcon, High Speed Industries, Showtime Freestyle. eBay has them for probably less than 20 bucks. A lot of people do the K-strain block off while you're at it. On the 750s, it's a little harder to get to in the ski. So, but if you're wondering what this is, if you think your engine is flooded, you pull this and it drains the water out. Well, there's a possibility that that seal, being 30 years old, doesn't seal up correctly, and then you got an air leak on your engine. So on a two-stroke, anytime you have an air leak, you're going to have all kinds of issues with it running right. So it's less than 20 bucks. You can pick up the oil pump block off kit, and then of course you have to remember to mix your oil into your fuel before you go. So that's how that setup works.